Hey everybody, today we've got a video looking at lines. Is the graph a line? Pretty simple day today with some of the tools we're going to be using. Nothing really to look at as far as work and stuff like that. You're really going to be able to get through today using Desmos, the graphing calculator website. So we're going to look at the couple types of problems you've got and check out what Desmos can do for you. I do want to talk about kind of some things on how to type in equations and different parts of equations on Desmos. That's probably going to be the trickiest part because there's some things in the assignment today that you may have not exactly seen before, kind of like letter B here with the exponent being a variable. Probably never worked with that one before. So anyway, just some things to make sure that you guys are able to put these into Desmos, and then the rest of it's really visual today. So you've got a couple questions on your Alex assignment. These are just examples. I don't think it's going to be exactly these problems on your homework. So, but they'll be very similar. So numbers 1 and 2, same type of question. For each question, determine whether it is linear. Well, what does linear mean? A line. That's all we're talking about. Does it make a line? We could go through and graph these by hand. We don't need to do that. So all we're going to be doing today, you're going to hop over to Desmos, the graphing calculator. Go to desmos.com/calculator, or if you just type in Desmos graphing calculator, I think you'll get exactly what we're looking at here. It's a pretty popular site used for a lot of things, and I think it should be pretty easy to find through Google if you have to go that way. So you're going to take each of these, okay, one at a time. Whoops. And you're going to be plugging these into Desmos. So y equals x plus 9. So on Desmos, you've got two options. You can either pull up this keypad down here, which if it's not there when you open the graph, it's that little button in the bottom left-hand corner. Pull up that keypad and you can click on the things that you need. So remember, we're looking at y equals x plus 9. I think that was our equation. Yep, y equals x plus 9 is that first one we're going to check. Or you can just type it in. So on your keyboard, you can hit Y, or you could click this Y. You can type equals or click the button equals, and then X plus 9. And then all you're doing, and sometimes it helps to get some of these things out of the way, hide the keypad. I'll put myself over here today, so kind of out of the way. You can scroll in and out, you can zoom in and out, you can click and drag around the graph. So a pretty interactive site if you haven't gotten yourself familiar with this in the past. And all you're checking is if it's a line. You're not going to have to inspect very hard. This first one makes a perfectly straight line for us. So the answer would be yes, it is linear. That's all you've got to be doing for each one of these. Now we're going to take the next one, y equals 4 to the x power. So this is where Desmos, this is probably going to be the trickiest one to try and type in Desmos. There is not the exponent of x anywhere down here. There's nothing down here. This is just the alphabet. So anyway, the way to type in an exponent, so y equals 4 to the x power, I think that's what that said. Y equals 4 to the x power. Yep, so if we're going to hop over to Desmos, I'm going to hit y on my keyboard equals 4, and then the way that you get up to the exponent, typing on your keyboard, is you hit shift and the number 6. There's that little arrow as the secondary symbol on that number 6 key on top. So shift the top or shift 6, and then it'll give you that top little spot where the exponent goes, and then that's where you can type that in. So y equals 4 to the x power. And as we can see pretty clearly, that's not going to be a straight line. That's going to be an exponential function, which we have not done a lot of work with, but all we need to know right now is that it's not a line. So you're going to go over here and hit no. That's all you're going to be doing for all these problems. Is we're going to look at letter C here, y equals negative 2x to the third. So get rid of this guy. Y equals negative 2x to the third power. And as I get my shot out of the way there, we can see again, not going to be a straight line. There's a little bend in it. This is a cubic function. You're going to learn more about this in your upcoming math classes. But again, all we need to know today, not a line. So you're going to hop over to your, to your Alex assignment. Boom, not a line. And then part D, what we can also kind of look at is a little trick here, a little cheat code for you. If there is any exponent involved at all, it is going to be nonlinear. Okay, so here for this y equals x plus 9, that's just a plain old x. Technically, that exponent is a 1 on there, but there's no exponent that we're writing. It's not squared, it's not cubed, it's not to the x power. There's no exponent written above that variable x, so then it's linear. Any type of exponent that's visible in the equation means it's not going to be linear. Okay, so then you check, you go through, correct, awesome. Number 2 is going to be just like that. Number 3, same exact goal with these questions, but instead you're being given tables and sets. So we've talked a little bit about sets, I think, before we turned over to online, and we've been a little bit familiar with tables. We just got through some table lessons last couple days. Same goal. Is it linear? The only difference is it's not an equation right now. So you can graph ordered pairs on Desmos the same way that you graph a line. So we're going to hop over to Desmos. Let's get rid of this thing. And we are going to, 1 point at a time, you can graph these ordered pairs. -5, 3. So on Desmos, you type it in just how you see it. Parentheses, -5, comma 3, parentheses. There's that point. And then you're going to graph all 4 or 5. I don't remember, is it 4 or 5 points? You're going to graph all 4 points, so -4, 0, parentheses, -4, comma 0. There's my next point in purple there. My third point is -3, -3. So parentheses, -3, comma -3, parentheses. There's my next point in black. You can see what's forming here. Looks like a line so far. And then -2, -6. So parentheses, -2, comma, -6, parentheses. And it looks like, and you can zoom out and it'll almost kind of, don't go too far out because then it will be too far away to be really accurate. But zoom out a little bit, zoom in a little bit. That looks like a line to me. So from the green line through the next 3, I think we've got a straight line. If you want to hold a ruler up or a straight piece of paper, something to get that visual, go for it. But just by graphing it, you'll see that that's going to make a straight line. You're going to go on to your Alex linear, boom. And all these are going to be the exact same. A table, these last 2, these table problems are the exact same as these top 2 with set notation. The only difference is they're just displayed in a table. You're going to type in that ordered pair 4, 5 the same way that you're going to type in these ordered pairs. You're not going to put x equals 4, y equals 5. You're going to type this in as parentheses 4, comma 5, and then another parentheses. These are ordered pairs just like these set notation pairs up here. Okay, so long story short, that's your day today. Very visual. Everything can be done on Desmos. No work needed, and a pretty short assignment for you, just those 3 problems. So again, let Miss Mickelson and myself know if you have any questions, any issues, and then after today, we've got another short quiz coming up before we move on to those last bits of new material, and we're getting close to being done, guys. So hang in there, keep working, let us know if you need anything, and we'll see you later.